lot of guys out there who like bigger girls, and me and my girlfriend can tell you firsthand that I get hit on all the time. I'm not into that. And I'm purely not into that because that's how I was made. It has nothing to do with my weight or if a guy wants me or not, because trust me, if I wanted a guy, I would have a guy. Being a bigger girl has nothing to do with my sexuality, has nothing to do with it whatsoever. And it just like, it confuses me why people think that I can choose to be a lesbian. Because if it was that easy for just anybody, aka me, then that means you can choose to be gay too. Whether you're a guy or a girl, you can choose it as well. If I can choose it, you can too. Or it's like when someone asks, so when did you choose to be a lesbian? It's like, well, when did you choose to be straight? You know, the subject is kind of like off kilter in a way, because a lot of people really think that girls who are maybe not like the norm of beautiful or the norm of like the perfect body choose to be lesbians because they can't get a guy, but it's just not how it works. Like, I can't admit, that I have known people in the past, especially when I was in high school, girls that were bisexual just because they thought it was cool. I mean, that's a difference, but I'm a 24-year-old. I thought I was 24. Girl, I haven't been 24 in like 5 months. Where am I at right now? I'm a 25-year-old girl who identifies as a lesbian because that's who I am. And if I was a skinny, like blonde bombshell, whatever, I would still be a lesbian because that is what I'm sexually attracted to. And a lot of people will say, you know, love has no gender. It does. I mean, it does. When it comes to romance, saying that love has no gender, especially if you're gay and you're saying that, you're being a hypocrite. Because saying love has no gender, you are saying that you could possibly fall in love with anybody, which means no, you're not gay. Because you saying, okay, say I'm a male and I'm saying love has no gender even though I'm gay. That is me saying that I could fall in love with a female and that I'm really not actually gay. Because what makes a guy gay, they like dudes. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's confusing. Like the whole like homosexuality talk is confusing to a lot of people, but it's just, I recently had someone tell me that I'm a lesbian because I'm fat. And you know, people used to say that to me a lot and it didn't bother me so much, but it's like now that I'm more open about who I am and I'm not scared to show PDA, it's frustrating that people actually think that I'm not good enough to be a straight person, that I'm not good enough for the opposite sex to like me, because that's not true. The opposite sex does like me, I just don't like them, like no offense. And it's almost insulting, and I think a lot of the times, like these people, I mean, they're coming from like a state of anger. A lot of guys get frustrated when a girl is a lesbian, so they want to, you know, downgrade a female, if you will. They want to make the girl feel bad that they're a lesbian, because really they're the ones feeling bad. Honestly, it's a masculine thing. Like, been there, done that, experienced it. Ain't about that life anymore. I just think people need to stop assuming like, oh, he's gay because no girls like short guys. Like that doesn't make sense, because there are girls who like short guys. There are a lot of guys who like fat women. Like, I am hit on all the time. Now I feel like I'm rambling. I like to vent. I needed to vent. I needed to rant. This video is a mess, but earrings stuck to the shirt. I don't understand. I'm a lesbian because I'm fat. That's a whole other subject. I need to make a whole video on if fat girls should be confident or not, because us girls, we need to stick together whether we are straight or whether we are gay, because people need to stop stomping on us and making us feel less than, because we aren't. We are just as good as them. We are. We're just as good as the next person. We're just as good as the freaking model down the street. We're just as good as the school teacher, the lifeguard. You know, the number on the scale doesn't determine anything, doesn't determine your worth, nothing. So if you are a obese lesbian out there, just know that I got your back, girl, and I know what you mean. And guys do like us big women. Okay? Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just needed to get it off my chest. Like, people, stop with your rude comments. I'm not a lesbian because I'm fat. Alright? That really kind of gross that people judge each other upon what, like, people like. Like, she's not my 12-year-old son. Of course not. And I don't know. Like, if you like buying so many presents, why don't you shop for charities? Okay, I want to say that I have done this, and it's not something I'm going to sit here and be like vlogging or make a whole YouTube video about it. Because, girl, you know, if I do, people are going to come on the video and say, you're bragging, you're lying, you're just showing off, you're just this, you're faking being a good person. That's what people do. That's how this YouTube works. And the fact that I didn't show myself doing this, people are, you don't donate to charities, you don't do this, you don't do that. Just because I don't show myself doing something doesn't mean I don't do it. That part gets me. What else? Someone called me a greedy pig. The last thing in this whole world that I am is greedy. I'm very far from it. I grew up without nothing. I know how it feels to have absolutely nothing. And now that I have something, I want to not only give something to the people I love, but to strangers, which I do all the time. You wouldn't even believe what I do for homeless people. And I'm not going to get into it because people will just say that I'm bragging or that I'm lying, and I'm just not going there today. I'm not going there right now. This is about Destiny, and yeah. This video was a no. What is she going to open on Christmas? That's not really a mean thing, but there will be something for her to open on Christmas. Someone said, please, Amberlynn, explain what this was about. It's November. I tried to explain that Destiny and I were dancing, and I told her, open one gift. It was purely just out of like anxiousness, and I really wanted her to, and it was a certain gift I wanted her to open because I knew she needed that gift. It was this really pretty colored lamp for her desk that I got her in her bedroom. Not her bedroom, I don't know why I say that. It's like her little Destiny cave, if you will. And this is my Amberlynn cave. This is where I'm currently at right now. That's where like she has like most of her stuff at, because this, for two people, this room is kind of small in my opinion. So I just keep all my girly things over here, and she keeps all her Destiny things over there. And it really just works out really well like that, to both have like a little space for ourselves. So yeah, I knew she really wanted that light, and I knew she needed it for her desk. And then one thing turned into another, and I was like, open another one, and we kind of did it early. I feel like you are buying so much presents and gifts not to spoil your girlfriend, but to make sure she doesn't leave you. This is something that is insane to me. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I don't want to be hateful, but that's just how I seem to see it. It's quite an unhealthy relationship if you feel like you need to buy so many toys just to make sure Destiny doesn't leave you. Not trying to hate. This is the most common thing that people are saying, that I'm trying to validate or keep the love, or buy love, really. And I want to let you guys know that Destiny loved me at my worst. She has loved me at my lowest. She has loved me when I didn't have a single penny to my name. She has loved me when I was sick. She has loved me when I was super depressed and down. She has loved me through my anger times. She has loved me through everything. She has loved me through me being unemployed. bought Destiny and her family lots of gifts because they deserve them. When you care about people, you want to see them happy. You want to make them feel good. And I'm sorry, but opening presents is fun. It feels good. It feels nice. It's once a year. I don't know why people are flipping their lid. I'm not trying to validate anything. Destiny loves me for who I am. And I just thought it was super fun. Destiny and I did not buy each other gifts last year. We went on vacation. And I was kind of making up for last year too. And it was fun. I have the money to do it. I'm not just wasting money.